Alrighty. What up? Hey everyone. Hola, hola. Just waiting on... Okay. I need to wait on Alec to get on. Hi! This is crazy. Crazy girl. I've been waiting for this all day, and I'm like, I'm nervous. I'm new to TikTok. Well, no, I'm not. Shut up. But, alright, ready? Let's see. Hi, everyone. Let's see if Alec... Come on. We need to get her on live. Alright, we'll give her a minute to, I guess, get on. Because I think she needs to be live, too. More than people since 2021. I know. I'm new to the... Like, I just learned about, Simi. This simulation is crazy. Like, I joined at the right time, low-key. I mean, not that I wish this on anyone, but there's consequences. Hi, Tara. Hearts to you, as always. Aw, you share the same name. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Why don't you make the name better? Because right now, Simi is not it. Oh, guys, let me see. No. Ale, dondale. Dang, we need to... Where is she? I mean, that's facts, though. When I know someone that has the same name as me and they don't deserve it, it's kind of messed up. I'm waiting for her to get on live so I can ask her to join. Again, I'm new to live, so I don't even know how to do this, but I'm excited because I have so many questions. Well, I'm just curious. I'm just a chismoso. Yeah, can someone text Alec? Don't let me down, Alec. I'm really excited about this. I'm gonna crash out, and you don't want that. Just kidding. Do you guys have questions ready too, though? Because I can't be the only one asking. Well, I can, though. I can talk for days. Like I said, I'm a chismoso. Isn't that a good thing? Thank you for whatever that was. Thank you so much. Your name will get some redemption. I can talk for days, Tara. Thank you for knowing me already. I've been going live for a whole week now. Can you guys hear me fine and everything, though? Okay. Wait, I think Alec is online. Nope, still not on live. What if I got bamboozled? That's crazy. Primo, oh, prima. Someone tell Alec to get on already so we can start this. Because do you like the music in the background too? I have some old school reggaeton. I was gonna play Prima J to start. Corazón a corazón. Okay, thank you. Oh, you got her number. Okay. Ooh. Anyway, where are you guys watching from? Tell me what state you're in. That'd be cool to find out. Because if I have people like all over the US, because not the world, that's crazy. That's crazy, girl. I hope there's some people from California because I love California. Michigan, California, or oh, that's fun. Texas. I want to go to Texas so bad. I need me a cowboy. Chicago. Ooh, can I invite someone now? I don't know what's going on. Solo, baby, no me dejes sola. All right, we're gonna give Alec like 5 more minutes before we crash out. You live near Fresno, so were you watching? Like, did you hear the news or what was happening? You should interview the Reddit or Discord mod. They know more. Oh, okay. Has she responded to you today? Yeah, we were just DMing like 10 minutes ago. Maybe she's taking a shit. It's okay. I was too. And then What was I gonna say? If you have any questions, let me know, because this is how sad I am, because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I can't show you. I'll break everything. But I have a laptop in front of me with some notes. Like, okay, you could ask this to keep people entertained. I'm trying so hard. Because also, you know what? I'm very entertained with the whole Ash Trevino thing again. Because I had taken a break from her to focus on this Simi shit, this simulation. But yeah, Ash Trevino is she not crashing out now with Jose? And now she's like sending out NDAs and shit. Oh, Chan. This is way worse than Ash Trevino? Well, yeah, way worse. Well, yeah, but they should both be in jail. Oh my. Hi guys, thank you for joining. I'm one of Alec's mods. Where's she at? I don't know. I'm like, is she ditching me? I know she's not. Oh. That's for my Tejas people. Simi is in the J chat pod. What's the J chat pod? What that? You got your popcorn? I just ate a torta because I'm like, I don't want to eat in front of y'all, so I ate first. Why did Chan and Sim fall out? I've been neck deep in work. I just learned who Chan was a couple days ago. I'm in J chat. Not J chat. Brie Olsen and Vale. Oh, wait, so I know Vale and Brie got into a fight, right? I thought it was like staged. Tacos, hell yeah. Interview Discord mod. Would they be here? Like, could you get them here? Chan, because she was on math. Oh. Not mathematics. I always knew to watch out about algebra. I'll tag you in if you don't join. Chance, let me fill out. Yeah, Al. You already texted her, right? Ven bailalo, ay ven bailalo. Why is it telling me to add Laganja Estranja? Not right now. This is not a RuPaul day. Mechon exposed Brian Vale on his IG. In what way? Alec hasn't replied to you? Okay, so where did you guys meet? Where did you meet? Like, when did you join the Simi shit? I joined a week ago, literally the day before she went to jail. That wasn't a week ago, was it? Whatever. So I'm learning a lot. I didn't know she was homeless or that she was supposedly rich before. Or not rich. I don't even know. June 2024. She was living in Texas? She was homeless. Yeah, I know that. The mod is on. I can't believe I actually like her. You liked Simi? Like, you mean like as a friend? Since the beginning of the first time we came across her when she dress shopping for her for mom's b-day. Oh, a couple of you since her mom's 50th. Was that last year then, or when was that? Like, what year? You haven't missed much, Clara. We're waiting on Alec. Alec, no, 2023. Oh shit. So is Simi making like TikTok money? Did her parents kick her out when she became homeless? Well, I assume that's how you get homeless. She got kicked out, no? I don't know the story. Any recap? Okay, yeah, help me with the recap. All I know is that she got kicked out at some point. Is what I'm just learning right now. And then she was homeless. And then she was dating someone when she was homeless. I saw one video that was just cringy as fuck. And then after that, she was in a halfway home, correct? Somehow. Oh. So she got kicked out and then she went to California with a boyfriend? Oh my god, I'm stressed. I'm so not informed. This is crazy, girl. And Alec, I need you here because I'm gonna crash out. It was a Middle Eastern man? Thank you for the follow, Kinsley. You're the shit. Correct, but before halfway home, jail for the assault. Okay, yeah, there was another jail incident. Hi, Max. Who's that? Wait, what? She got married to the. She was married? Wait. Pie, let me. Okay, I'm gonna give her, what, 5 more minutes? Oh, I'll let you in the box. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I was saying I'm a mod on Reddit and a mod in the Discord. So
Ooh, so you have a lot of info.
yeah. We've been I've been I was a follower of Simi's like when she first got started. Yeah, Cheeky is the other mod. Cheeky is the actual owner of the Reddit.
Okay.
I'm just a mod. And then she's also a mod on the Discord. But so I started following her back in, oh my gosh, I want to say it was like early 2021. She was like dress shopping. She was living at home in Texas with her parents.
Okay.
And she was dress shopping for her mom's 50th birthday party. And, she seemed pretty normal. Like I could tell that there was like, she was a little weird, but whatever. We all have our quirks.
Right.
So I was enjoying it. Like it seems like every other day they were going shopping looking for dresses. And then next thing I know, like she's shaving her head. She's moving to California. She's getting arrested. And I'm like, what the hell happened to this girl? Like she was completely normal.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently behind the scenes, she was starting her usage of illegal substances.
Her math journey.
Her math journey, exactly. But she's been on, I think if it's going to give her some kind of high, she was going to take it, regardless of what it was.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like specifically math.
No. She did not discriminate. No, not at all. That's one thing that she was not racist against was substance.
Oh, okay.
No. She used everybody and everything for that. But yeah, no, I said racist because she is very racist. She went on like a racist rant on Instagram like she recently did, but she did it in 2021. And like, I don't know if you've seen like the Asian video that she posted.
No.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'm so innocent. My first video was like, I don't know you, but like, I want to get to know you. And now I'm like, I want to stay far away from you.
Yes, absolutely. She is, yeah. So I guess she went to like a salon to get her nails done and she didn't like them. So then she like went off on Asian people. And it's like, if you take a geography lesson, you know that India, where she's from, is in Asia, correct? So are you racist against your own kind?
Yeah.
But she is.
I was really confused by her like whole racism because I just found out yesterday about that.
Oh no, yeah. And that's the thing, like, I think the Discord, like obviously the Reddit set her off too. Like she didn't like that we were posting her truths in the Reddit, and then I didn't create it, but there was another girl that created the Discord, and she kept saying like if Simi would just admit to everything that she's done, she would get rid of the Discord because she started calling us bops, and her haters, whatever.
I was gonna say, what's a bop? I'm old.
Yeah, it's something she named us. So she calls her friends besties or her followers besties. Mm-hmm. So she said that we are bops, which is a bestie opposition, bestie op.
Oh,
so
kind of creative for that, but
yeah, I give it to her. It was creative.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so her first like big crash out was in 2021 then? You were saying?
That we know of, yes. Mm-hmm.
And that's when she went to jail for trying to run someone over?
Yes, but before she left Texas, she attempted to run over one of her parents. I'm not sure if it was her mom or her dad. That she doesn't have a charge. She doesn't have a charge for that one. They, it's I feel bad for her parents. I really do. There's two sides to it. Yeah, like they're trying to clean up their image and they don't want to be seen and they just want to ignore it, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like that is their child and it's difficult and we can't, I don't know, I couldn't imagine being in their shoes. But they So they didn't press charges. They didn't do anything. They just like, you know, let it go. But then I don't know who she attempted to do it in when she went to California, but she did attempt to run somebody over with her car. So that's why she was in um, jail the first time, was for the same exact charges that she just recently got.
Jesus.
So that's why I'm really glad to hear that. Um, I see you, Cheeky. I'm really glad to hear that they revoked her bond this time. But
Wait,
yeah,
do you know about this Google incident that people are commenting about?
yeah,
Like
she
she
worked at Google.
okay.
Yeah, so she loves to say that she worked at Google and like she has a bachelor's degree in psychology, but
Mhm.
she got fired from Google. So yeah, she also attempted to do that what her dad Cheeky wrote there.
Oh my god.
Um, yeah, her bachelor's degree.
Wait, so how was she famous then if she kept doing terrible things? Running over your parent or trying to going off on people being racist?
So
Is
I
it
think she got a lot of following when she was she was in Sacramento, homeless, living on the streets, and people started feeling bad for her because I mean, any person that you see is homeless and you see them like they're trying to like actively stay alive and find food and whatever, get to the next day,
Mhm.
you can kind of sympathize with them a little bit and feel bad for them. So I feel like that's how she got a lot of her following. She originally went viral because of her Dollar Tree hauls. Yes.
Wait, maybe I do know Simi.
Yeah, she would like go to Dollar Tree and like buy whatever items, and then you would guess her total. That's how she originally got started on TikTok.
Oh, okay. Then she was just a messy creator in general. Sounds like it. It sounds like she just liked to be
Yeah.
messy as hell. Because I wanted to ask Alec so many things. Like, was with Alec the time that she had that the hair dye incident or
No,
something?
that was with Chandler.
Ah, that's with Chan. Okay.
So she lived with, I don't think she lived with Alec. I think she was probably only with Alec like 6 months, maybe a little bit more. And every house, so like after she got out of jail, she was put into this mental health diversion program, which I think Alec is in something similar. And Alec is obviously working on their own journey
Yeah.
and doing the right things. Where Simi was kind of like, let me get out, let me just make friends, and I want to continue living my life as how I was, like with the drugs, everything.
Hmm.
And Simi is the type of person that needs to have a boyfriend at all times.
Okay. Yeah.
So speak for yourself. I don't have that issue. But yeah, she was just a mess. But every house that she was in this like group home, she's gotten kicked out of. Oh, look, here's Alec.
Alec.
Hey,
We
what's
can have
up?
Alec talk over because Alec's the one that like I don't know if she went right with you right away. After she got out of jail, were you her one of her first roommates or no?
No, she went to which is like a. Hold on, let me get my headphone.
Ooh, the tea is getting hot. Oh my gosh. I have like the people that know everything over here, and I know nothing. Alec is her second roommate. So the first roommate was Chan. Me still
No, no.
online, right? I should start taking notes like I'm in school. Hold up. Oh, is everyone well? I'm still
Alex
putting.
said headphones.
All right, there.
First
That's
roommate is
better.
unknown. Okay, unknown. First roommate.
Everybody's asking to
No,
invite
Naya.
Chandler.
Naya
They
was the
can't.
first roommate.
Naya. Oh, Naya.
Yeah,
First roommate. And then it was Alec. Yeah,
and
where's
then it was
what's the
me. It
Chan
was,
on here?
and then it was me and Carnisha. Yeah, she kind of fell off the face of the earth. We all three of us got kicked out because of the whole Simi thing.
Y'all got kicked out because of Simi?
Yeah, so the she had pushed me and her married boyfriend had gotten my face, and he did 19 years for armed robbery.
Okay.
Yeah, so he truly doesn't give a fuck. And so he got my face, and then Simi pushed me, and when she pushed me, I clocked her.
As you should. You get pushed, you push back.
Yeah, no, I did, and so
Yeah, I'm
she
totally
left.
okay with saying his name, Alec. It's James Williams is the married boyfriend.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, we're getting
um,
messy in here. Okay.
Oh yeah, we're gonna name drop. 100%.
yeah, and but so then I hit her, and she had been going on for like 3 days about just everything that she's ever known about me in like confidence, but then twisted it and made it some like bullshit. And so yeah, I hit her. I shouldn't have hit her, but I did. And the house owner was like, whether you would have hit her back or not, um, you all would have got kicked out anyways. I said, well, then I really would have beat her ass.
That part. Wait, hold on. Should I add Cheeky on here too, or should I keep it at us two? Okay, hold on. Let me get Cheeky on here. Okay, wait. So, Alec, I'm curious about like when you first met. What was the vibe when you guys got close at first?
It was fine. I mean, and she told me like, um, she was like, people have said a lot of shit about me, and I was like, I'm not gonna look into that. I was like, I have a past too, and obviously didn't get to that program on a fucking winning streak.
Right.
And so I was like, okay. And then um, she would say the N word in in front of our Carnisha, who was our other roommate,
Hmm.
and she was like, stop saying stuff like that. And she just kept doing it. And then she did it on live one time, and people lost their shit.
Yeah,
But
someone said hard R. I saw that too. Like there was a video of the arrest or that day,
um,
right?
yeah, see, I hadn't looked into all that, and I truly didn't. I mean, she's a grown adult. What am I gonna do? Scold her?
Right. Well,
Um,
at least correct her. Yeah.
and we did. I mean, but you know, again, she's a grown adult. I can't do anything.
At least you
But I
caught
mean,
her at some point.
yeah, but I mean, we hung out and we did stuff, and a lot of the time she invited herself with my friends. And you can ask Patty.
Is Patty on here? Patty, can you confirm? Oh, someone's asking to
Patty's
join. Let's go.
Patty's always somewhere.
Patty, ask to join.
Patty's always somewhere.
Okay, so now we have Cheeky, Maggie, Alec, Patty. Join us if you want. This is getting good already. I
So
want.
I'm gonna tell you guys. My name is obviously not Pie Maggie. Obviously, you have to create burner accounts with Simi because she'll clock you like she did me. She exposed me. My name is actually Kimberly, and I am. She
Oh,
used
I
to
remember
blame
that.
Yeah, you remember Kimberly. She used to blame everything on Kimberly. Kimberly was the biggest ball. Whatever. She exposed my Instagram, everything I was getting, like a couple days worth of nasty messages, but then it's all stopped and like I don't care anymore. What is she gonna do?
I mean, she can't do anything right now, so we're good.
No, she can't go. You know what, honey? I'm living a better life than her because you know what? I am not in jail, baby.
Look at
Yeah.
these open walls. But oh my god. Okay. So first crash out. Can we just like really talk about that? That 2021 is when she went to jail.
I
Like,
think she knows that crash out really well. So
Cheeky, take it away.
take it away, girl.
Hi everyone, thanks for letting me be here. So yes, she had a crash out in 2021, but really it started back in 2019. This was when she started doing crazy things on social media, on her Instagram in particular, saying pretty racist things, making accusations against her family members of SA, and just attacking people on her Instagram in general. Um, a lot of things happened in between, but in 2021, that's when she got her first, I think it's called a felony, or I think that's what the charge is, which was trying to hit somebody, a field worker, with her car.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Escaped So she had that charge in California, and then she ran off to Texas to try and escape those charges. And she was living with her family. She had issues with her family where she pulled out a knife against her father, unfortunately, during a fight. So she got kicked out of the home and she started living in her car in Texas. There, she ended up getting arrested due to drug charges. She was car camping, smoking weed, and just doing a lot of other crazy things. She got arrested in Texas. That's when they found out that she had a warrant for her arrest in California. So they shipped her back to California where she was in jail. Her parents bailed her out. And
Yeah, they paid $20,000.
Yep, it was $20,000. They bailed her out, and she was supposed to go back to court for her hearings and all that crap.
And she didn't go.
Exactly. She ran off, and that's when she started her homeless era. So she was evading the police at that point, and she was just trying to somehow get her charges dropped while she was homeless. Clearly, that didn't work. And after being homeless for a few months, she eventually turned herself in. The lawyer she had at the time told her that she would only be in jail for a few weeks or a few months and that they would get her out for mental health reasons. Unfortunately,
She was
it
there for a
didn't work
year.
in her favor, and she ended up staying in jail for, I think, a little bit over a year. After being in jail for a little over a year, she just frankly couldn't handle that anymore. And so her lawyer told her that if she pled guilty, they'll get her out of jail. She'll then go to the rehab program for 2 years. And as long as she doesn't break any laws in that 2 year period, her charges gets dropped to misdemeanor and she can basically continue living her life the best way that she can. Clearly, during that 2 year period where she was free, she did not take her sobriety seriously. She did not follow the rules in any way. And I think she was only free for about 16 or so months before what just happened recently, which was she tried to hit someone with her car again.
Okay. And that was what, a week ago? Sorry, Alec. I only muted you because there was a lot of music or sound in the background. I'll put you back
You're
on.
fine. No, you're fine. I was looking for my knife. You're good.
Oh, for your what?
I'm cutting meat.
Oh. Oh, sorry. After all this conversation, I'm like, wait, don't grab a knife. Okay. And then, okay, sorry. Where were you, Cheeky? I just wanted to apologize to Alec because I felt so bad.
No, you're fine.
Wait, did I mute Cheeky now? Or Cheeky muted herself? Me being all messy.
Sorry, that was all I wanted to say. Were there any follow up questions?
Yeah, follow-up questions right now. Because I did not know that. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. So they paid 20. Or how much did the parents pay?
20,000.
So that was her bail. However, her parents also covered her legal fees for her first little thing. And altogether, her parents paid over $150,000 in fees and like lawyer bills and things like that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Someone said, how did I get into this? Purely on my FYP. Okay. Like, you know, when I joined was literally, what was
The
it?
day she got arrested.
Yeah, the day she got arrested. Because I was like, who is. This was the day after TikTok was reborn. Like, when it was resurrected. Because all of a sudden, I'm like Ash Trevino talk, you know? All of a sudden, it was like Simi on my timeline. So I thought I changed timelines, like in real life. And then I was really curious on who Simi was. And next thing you know, someone's like, dude, she just got arrested for trying to run someone over. And then all of a sudden, everyone's like, talk to Alec because y'all were roommates for, wait, how long again? It was 2 months?
Like 3.
3 months?
At 1, 2, 3 different houses.
3 different houses.
Yeah.
And what were like the
That's
moments
crazy.
where she would like crash out? Like, what were these moments? Especially things that we don't know about.
Crash out. I mean, the day that she moved in with me at the first house, she was on like a 3-day bender because she didn't even come home, and I didn't meet her for like 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
I met her at our program though first because she kept trying to say hi to Kylo, and Kylo was like, "Don't touch me."
Mm-hmm.
So then when she did her program at Belgravia, it's basically everyone there's on a monitor,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't leave freely. Like it's basically a jail out of jail.
Okay.
And so she was in that program, and I was the one next to it, but I could leave. Like we weren't as strict on our side. But
Mm-hmm.
I would see her come and go like to the kitchen, but that was about it. And then when her and Carnisha moved in with us at the first house,
Mm-hmm.
she yeah, that was her 3-day bender. And so she came back and she's like, I have a drug test. I need to
Pass it.
like sober up. Yeah, sober up. And I'm like, well, the weed's gonna stay in for like 90 days. So that's what she got popped with, not with math.
Not with that subject.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Wait, there's someone here who says they have more info on the 2021 crash out. Is it okay if we let them in? Let's do it.
Go
This
for
is
it.
just, I'm finding out a lot of stuff right now, and this is so messy.
So
And
we need to hear from the guys from the trap house.
the tap house?
Trap house.
Oh, the trap house. Yeah. Bring anyone on here. This is like a, I feel like I don't even know what's happening. Hi, baggage claim.
Hi, I was wondering if I could just tell you all about what happened in 2021, because that in particular I know quite a lot about. So the way I got pulled into this is like my friend was following her content before she even really, Simi even really blew up.
Okay.
My friend just thought, she was sort of very positive and like kind of a cool girl because we're all Indians, so that was also kind of a connection. And then one morning, my friend told me, like, you got to see this girl on Simi. She was like she's sort of losing it overnight. So what ended up happening was like she was kind of perfectly normal, so to speak, but she obviously had some insecurity issues. And especially like weight stuff in Indian culture is very complicated because like your parents don't really let you be a certain weight. Like if you're not healthy, like your parents will constantly tell you you're not healthy. And I think that's always been a really big sore spot for her, where she was like trying to find acceptance and like be body positive, and that was like a lot of what her content was about initially. And then she blew up on TikTok. So this was around the time like July, August, where she in 2021, where she really started blowing up on TikTok. And that's where you can like almost see everything kind of change. Even her behavior went from being like a nice girl to suddenly like she became extremely entitled. So months after, I ended up talking to her father because I was able to get in contact with him, and he said that like when she blew up on TikTok, her behavior towards them completely changed, where she started really threatening them, saying like, don't you know who I am? Don't you know how many people are following me? Like you can't, so she started using that as almost this sword against her own family, and became extremely entitled. Then, so there was this trip that she went on in August itself, where she went for work to Las Vegas, and she kind of just went crazy. And I think it was a lot of drinking, maybe it was a lot of drugs. I didn't see any evidence of drugs just from looking at it online, but she was definitely unhinged. And she had an incident where she was supposed to land back in San Francisco because she was living in the city at that time, and her flight kept getting delayed, and she was like filming a lot of that, of like her frustration around that, and she was getting into fights with people at the airport. And then she finally lands, and she landed around 4 a.m. And at that point she sent a text message to her roommate at that time saying, can you please pick me up from the airport? Now, this is not like a friend, this is just a random roommate that she's living with. So of course the guy says no, and she proceeds to have this like massive meltdown where she's sharing those screenshots of him, calling him all these words, putting him down, all of that. She gets back home and starts blasting music. It's very obvious at this point that she's also smoking weed, and she's purposefully trying to sort of antagonize him. This turns into like her basically being up all night, and then hogging the bathroom, preventing him from using the bathroom. And she's like sharing all of this literally on a video where he's like banging on the door, like, can I please use the bathroom? And she's like, look at this asshole, whatever she was sort of calling him. She ended up staying up all night, and the situation just kept getting worse. But this is the point that she decided to get a tattoo, I think, on her like middle fingers. The next morning, she starts losing her voice. Like she's getting like kind of it's this like spiral that just keeps getting worse and worse. Then over the next couple of weeks, so like when I saw this, I was like, my friend and I kind of couldn't believe it. So it became one of those things where we were now like intently committed. Like, what is this girl? And the situation kept getting worse where she was starting to get into fights with people who were like previously saying to her, like, oh, you're such a sweet girl, you're such a nice girl. Like, what are you doing? Why are you getting into fights with people? And of course, she doesn't like being told anything. She has to like sort of fight back. So her fights with old friends. Oh, I'm sorry.
I have a question. No, I just have a question because is this why everyone in the comments in the video was saying like, "Oh, she blocked me because I said this. She blocked me." So like, she just doesn't like any negativity, so she'll just block you. Is that like her behavior?
Yes. I don't want to interrupt, but that's why we had to create like this Discord, because we felt like we didn't have a place to like talk, because every time we would be in her live, and like if we had like the slightest negative comment to say about her, I mean, it could have been like as far as like, oh, well, I don't like those shoes with that dress, right? Like just that comment immediately blocked. And it's like we could never voice our opinion or like have any kind of conversation with her. So we felt like we needed to go somewhere else.
Sorry to interject. I also want to add, it wasn't even comments like that. It was even if you asked her, are you doing okay? Or are you okay? Like questions like that would set her off too. When she was clearly being manic online and people were genuinely asking her if she was okay, she would get really upset.
So anything that would make her seem other than whatever she created in her head, right? Is what I'm hearing.
Exactly. And I think, she felt this like immense level of validation that finally people were seeing her the way she wanted to be seen, because, on social media, people tend to try to be as positive as possible. Like, yes, there are going to be people who don't like you and your behavior, but a lot of other people were saying to her, like, yes, queen, do whatever you want. Like, sort of like it was really emboldening her to then start to bully other people. So there was this whole patch where she started really going after some personal friends that she'd had for some time. And she even shared some really terrible personal details about them. So she talked about how one of them was assaulted, and she just shared that on her Instagram. Now, that in particular caused a really massive issue, because the couple of friends that happened to ended up calling the company that she was working at in San Francisco. And the complaint led her to getting fired from that. And at that point, I mean, it's almost like all hell broke loose for her. She was extremely drunk. She had stayed up all night. She was posting very concerning content. And again, like Chiki was saying, like even asking, are you okay? Like that would result in a massive fight. And then she would then screenshot that text interchange and then put it back on Instagram. And so she had the day she got fired was actually like a really crazy day for her, because she got her hair done. She spent like $600 on getting her hair done. She spent like, it was like this rainbow hair thing she got done. It was insane. And then she spent like $150 getting her nails done. And this was all for a party to attend for her company that evening. And she got a call saying, do not come to the party, you're officially fired. And at that point, she just sort of lost it and went on these rants online, kind of got trashed, and was like posting her getting into fights with, club bouncers, and like it was just kind of splashing everywhere. And then I can't recall. Oh, sorry. Do you have a question?
No, I'm just waving at people. Sorry, they're saying hi.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So she, I think this was a couple of days later where she said, "Oh, now I'm finally free," and she decides that she's going to go on this long road trip where it was to celebrate her birthday. She wanted to go and celebrate her birthday for her birthday month in several different locations. And so she's like, oh, I'll come to this and come to this and like meet you guys here. She's saying to her followers, like, I'll party it up in Las Vegas and I'll go here and go there. During this road trip, she stopped at a couple of spots and it was, nothing. She got banned here and there from TikTok for using the N-word. And that thing, like her willingness to use the N-word goes like way back. And then one day she was driving somewhere around Fresno, and I had just messaged her once in a while here and there, just kind of like responding to things. And she out of the blue called me. She just like gave me a video call. So we weren't like close enough for her to really do that, but she video called me. And so I accepted, and she's like, what are you up to, and this and that. And she was like, started giving me life advice. And she was like, you should do this, you should do this. So it was like very much like, I got that sense that she really feels like she's better than people and needs to tell people how to live. And like she has life sort of figured out, and that's what she was sort of telling me. And then she was looking for something in the car. Like she dropped something in the car. She was just pulled over on the side of a highway. And it looked to me that it did seem to me like she was on some form of drugs. And after that, she went like completely offline. So the call got dropped. And after that, she just disappeared. And so now the details that we figured out like way later was that she, tried to run someone over with her car. She had that incident where she went, before she tried to run someone over, she had the incident where she went to go get her nails done. And she then went on that very sort of hateful Asian rant. And she said, I hope you guys are, like, I don't want to say any words that might cause a problem on the.
I was like, let's start using words, keywords. I don't know.
Yeah. So, so she was like, she had this like manic episode in that whole day, obviously, and the weeks leading up to it, however that works.
She went into psychosis, like, from her math. She went into like a bipolar psychosis, and that's that's just what happens when she uses.
Okay. Alec, you obviously know a lot more about this, but yeah, that's as much. I just wanted to go over that in particular, because I really tracked that in great detail. Yeah, of course, my pleasure. Thank you for listening.
Of course. What? Are you kidding? And you're great at storytelling. Everyone, y'all are killing it. Y'all are helping me because I'm like, I don't even know how to do this or lead this.
For reference, a lot of the screenshots that Baggage Claim was discussing in her story is actually on our Reddit. So when she was talking about someone being assaulted, that is actually screenshotted and shared on the Reddit.
Okay. Can someone share the link to the Reddit here?
It's called Snark Simi Rants. But if you Google Simi, like Simran Sharma or Simi Rants Reddit, it'll come up.
Okay. Okay. And then so after that, then what was the 2021 into 2024, I guess? What was in that time? What happened?
So I know a little bit I can add, and then I promise I'll be quiet just a little bit. What ended up happening after that is that when she went back home, so after she went to jail and then got bailed out, and her dad told me about that, like that they actually, it ended up costing them hundreds of thousands of dollars to help her with her legal issues. He said that it's put them in a really difficult position. He said, he was explaining to me like that she was back home and things seemed to be a lot better. And you could kind of see that online as well. It was like she got a job, she was going to the gym, she was eating healthy, she's like was involved in a lot of family stuff. And I even sent her a message and said like, hey, it seems like things are going really well for you. Like, I hope that keeps happening. And then she had another crash out where she left the house. She said that her parents kicked her out, but and Cheeky and Alec and you guys, like, please confirm with me if I have any of this wrong. Just like it seemed from her brother, from Simi's brother, that she actually got into an altercation with her family, that she tried to stab her mom, that she might have actually even successfully stabbed her dad. And that's when her brother sort of like called the cops and tossed her out. And she had that, she shaved her hair and everything after that. That's like what triggered that meltdown. But
she had a place to live as long as she just didn't do weed. Like that was it.
And I can add into this and confirm that is correct. So she was back home. She had the crash out again. And due to that, her parents wanted her to get on a stronger medication and to also go into like a mental health program. And Simran was not down for this. She started having a fight with both her parents, and she started to physically hit her mother. And so her dad got in between them. And so she ran off, got a knife, and tried to pull it on her father. her brother got involved at that point and pushed her off, so she wasn't able to actually hurt anybody with that weapon. She got kicked out of the home. That's when she was living in her car. Then she got arrested for, I believe, GRUGS charges in Texas. And we actually have her live of her. She went live on Instagram while she was getting arrested in Texas. And we have a recording of that on Reddit as well from 2021.
Okay, I really need to see this Reddit. Okay, sorry, continue.
The fact that you haven't joined the Reddit yet is wild.
Reddit stresses me out because I don't know how to use it, and it's probably so easy. I'll do it. I'm sorry.
We have over 2 years of information documented.
Oh, so it's like juicy over there. Like it's not a good. You know what I mean? Like it's not a good thing that this is happening to her, but just like there's so much stuff that I'm overwhelmed in a good way. Like what? And then so after this, what happened? Is this when we transitioned to Alec?
No, this is when she transitioned to. That was when she got sent back to California due to her charges. Went to jail. Parents bailed her out. She ran off and became homeless. And she was homeless for a little bit over 6 months. That's when she was dating another homeless person named Scott. And she was content creating while she was homeless and getting really popular around this time, honestly. A lot of people started following her around this time. This is when I followed her. And the way that she was framing the story of how she got to the place she is now is she really blamed her family for a lot of things. She claimed, or she insinuated, that her family were essing her since she was a young child, and that's what led to her having so many mental issues, and just kind of claimed that they abandoned her and left her on the streets, for lack of better wording. And so while she was on the streets, she did have a lot of legal assistance from like homeless resources and stuff like that, trying to help her. And I think I already mentioned this before, but I'll just repeat myself and say her lawyer at the time thought that they could get her out after just a few weeks or a few months in jail because of her mental health arguments, I guess, for lack of better wording, and how she wasn't on medication when she tried to assault someone with a car. Yeah. But she ended up being in jail for a lot longer than that. And the only reason that she got out was because she eventually pled guilty. And because she already served over a year in jail, that counted towards her punishment, for lack of better wording. And then, of course, they wanted her to go to the rehab program for 2 years, and she didn't make it through that timeline.
Oh, okay. So she was in jail for a little over a year, took a plea deal. Wait, can I say these things?
Yeah.
And
it's
then
all public.
And then now are we transitioning to Alec, or just
after she got out of jail, she went to that's when she went to Belgravia.
Okay.
With her ankle monitor.
With her ankle monitor. Okay.
That's where she met James Williams at.
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say?
The married guy?
Okay. That's where she met married man.
Mm-hmm.
And was that all like public? Like, was she posting about it on TikTok and everything?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to see like where. Jesus, I haven't seen any of these videos. And how did that go?
Yeah.
How did that relationship?
Yeah, it was daddy.
I'm so sorry. This is now past my ability to contribute anything, so I'm just going to go back to being a viewer. Thank you so much for letting me on.
Thank you, baggage claim.
My pleasure. Take care, all.
You the best.
She did not call him by his name because she didn't want the bops to find out about him.
The bops. Oh, is this Zaddy?
Yeah, so she would call him Zaddy. Mind you, at this time, she used to say she had a roster of men.
Zaddy and Ross.
This is where she lost her shit because I said something about him being married.
To who? Like to?
I said it out loud, but she's always on fucking live. I couldn't do. I couldn't say anything.
Always on live? Okay.
Yeah, so she met James Williams. I don't know if they were actually dating at that time. They kind of separated. And then she met another guy in the program. His name was Will.
Will, okay.
And she was dating him for what, a month?
Yeah.
Maybe like 2 weeks.
And they
it was
got
like a
married.
month.
quote unquote, they got married at Pride. What Patty said.
Patty, you don't want to join?
And they Will joined our Discord and told us everything after they broke up. And he said that she was drunk and high at Pride, and he was like having to hold her hair back, and she was throwing up. So.
Well, hello
Patty.
there.
Well, hello. Do you have any more info on this that we're talking about right now?
So I was involved because of Alec. Because Alec and I were friends. I've known each other for years.
Okay. Are we amicable?
We are no longer friends, no.
Okay, but we can be okay in the same space together right now?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm an adult.
We're adults to the point where I don't do drugs and I don't do any of that. I have a good stable life and a home. But I was around the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was around the time when they lived together and Will was in the picture. And we went to Pride together where Simi posted that she got quote unquote married, but it was not. And she's like, I'm going to post. And he was so uncomfortable. I felt so bad for him. And I'm like, okay, do you. But I had invited her over because my birthday is around Pride in June. And I invited her over and she was in my room. And this point is when she stole stuff from my house. And then said that, and then I called Alec because I was furious. One, it was not just a game. It was a board game that I had received as a gift after I had donated my kidney. Okay. So then Simi got upset because I was blaming Alec or her because I didn't know who stole it, but I know them two were in my room at some point. So I didn't know who it was.
I was never in your room.
No, Simi was. But at that point I couldn't just say Simi because she would go crazy. Yeah. Yeah. So that was stolen and my son's games for his Switch were stolen.
Okay.
And so when that happened, I kind of distanced myself because I'm like, I don't know who to believe. Like, I don't allow people in my life like that. Like, and then she started mocking me saying, oh, well, it's just a game. I don't know why you're getting crazy. And I'm like, the fact that you stole, like, how do you not see that as a problem? And the fact that she was getting defensive and mad and bashing me on the internet, saying that I was sus and I was a bad guy. And I'm like, girl, I'm the one who's not even in rehab. What are you talking about? Like,
I got defensive because the fact you'd even blame me. I said I didn't see her take anything, but I wasn't defending her. I was just saying I didn't see anything. So, and I was saying it wasn't me. Like the fact I got defensive because I would never do that to you ever.
Yeah, and I didn't think it was you. I thought it was Simi, and at that point I was just frustrated because I allowed her into my home and for her to do that while she was here and me having proof that she was drinking and everyone's like, oh, she doesn't drink. And I'm like, really?
You're like, I know the truth.
Yeah, like she was drinking
I didn't
at the
drink.
club, she was drinking at the bars, she was drinking at her house, like
I was around you guys, but I stayed sober.
Yeah, you stayed sober and I was like, you know what? I'm not your parent. I'm not your whatever.
No.
I'm not the one buying you drinks. You're the one that's going to make your own choices. I make my own choices. Everyone else makes their own choices. Right. So if you want to drink, that's on you and your sobriety, but I know the truth about you. And then that's when she also started bashing like, oh, she's just posting that because she's mad. And then she was like, oh, you're only on it because of clout, because you want my followers. And I'm like, girl, I'm on here. I post what I want to post. Right. I post about my life. I don't care.
Yeah. And I told you that I'm stuck in a room with her. Like, she's batshit crazy. You already know this. I was just trying to keep the peace.
I feel like maybe with Patty
blew my fucking life up.
And maybe it's because, well, from what I hear, Patty kind of had you and Simi as a package deal because you were living together. Or I don't know.
Yeah, well, she thought I was defending her, which I wasn't defending her. I was just saying I didn't see it. I'm not saying it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But
at that point, when you guys live together, you have to see more than that. Like there had to been more that you would have been able to see because you are living together, because you guys are in the same room together. Like how is that not even being seen? And the fact that like instead of being like more caring and like understanding, it was just defense, 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 defense. I'm the type that where if you feel like I'm upset and you know that I'm upset and you're my quote unquote friend, you would have my back and be like, hey, we'll figure this out.
Yeah.
Like I understand that that really meant something to you and it wasn't just a board game. Let's figure this out and let me not get defensive about it.
Yeah, I mean,
but
like,
the
I feel
only
like you
reason
just
I
wanted
got
to be heard and understood and validated and knowing that, like, this is how I feel. And Alec was
and
just like, don't blame me.
I just got defensive because I would never do that.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
I think you guys just both have different ways of expressing and receiving.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I was mad because I'm like, why would she bring someone like Simi in my life? Like I don't deal with people like that. I knew Alec from back then and Alec as she is now, and then to bring someone that's very fake in front of people versus
You know, half the time she clung herself to me. I couldn't even fucking get away.
yeah, she did. She was like, "Oh, where are we going?" And I'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna pick up Alec," and then it would be with Simi because Simi wouldn't leave her side.
I also want to add in there, Patty. Remember at your birthday party, after you guys, your friendship broke up and everything, she came out and said that your dad was hitting on her and everything because again, she has to resort back to all men want her. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad. So my dad was like, because she was making gestures to him, and of course, I have video. I have video of everything, and I'm the one that told her, why are you videotaping my house? Like, this is my privacy. I'm the one that invited you to my house. Like, what? And so she was like, yeah, your dad was hitting on me, and I'm like, what? I'm like, you're the one making gestures to him at the table. Everyone has that video. Like, what? You're disgusting. And I'm like, my dad, he would never be interested in you. First of all, he doesn't date your type. Second of all, he knows you're in rehab. Third of all, you're not his type.
And well, we were all joking, but it wasn't like towards like anything sexual towards her.
No, not ever. And then she was like, oh yeah, are you record me and then wink at him? And I'm like, you're disgusting.
Wait, they're asking Patty about your birthday trip? Something about no invitation to the birthday trip?
When I went to Disneyland?
Was that some drama too?
Oh yeah. Because why didn't I invite her? Why didn't I because she was my friend and she did my lashes one time. She felt the need that I had to invite her places. And she got mad at me because everything on Discord, which I haven't been on in a long time, it was just overwhelming. But I had texted her because everyone was getting to her, and she likes to say that her bops don't get to her, but they always did. They talked about how she doesn't wash her sheets, and she literally got up and washed her sheets. Like, it obviously got to her. It obviously bothers her. And so I told her, I was like, why are you letting them get to you? Like, just do you. Stop looking at the Discord, because again, she was on Discord too. She saw everything that you guys wrote. She made a fake account too and was on there and reading everything that everyone was saying. And if you guys blocked her on one, she'd make another one, or she'd make another one, or she'd make another one. So she was on there, and I told her, stop letting them get to you. Like, I don't understand why it's affecting your life or, affecting you today. And I said, it's fine. Like, I don't need you to do my lashes. Like, it wasn't malicious. It wasn't like, fuck you. It wasn't like anything bad. It was literally saying how it was, because that's who I am. I don't need you to do it. Okay, bye. Like, if they're gonna put you in a shitty mood, I don't want to be near you anyways. And I would say that to my best friend.
Yeah, like, do it if you want to. Don't do it and like be some type of way after that or before.
That was the she got broken up with. Will broke up with her, and like that's the first time she's ever like been broken up with, and she acted
That's a
like
lie.
Was that the
Oh,
first
she
time?
did get broken up with the Indian guy, huh?
I'm not a tourist. Yeah, I also brought her like when Will broke up with her finally, and
That's where I was going with this.
Yeah, I went and I'm the type that I go out of my way. Obviously, I fucking donated a whole kidney to somebody. Like, come on. But and she mocked me for that. Oh, you have one kidney. Yes, I have one kidney. Anyways,
Like, okay.
I found out that Will had broken up with her. And so I went to this. I was already at the store, so I just got some stuff together, some ice cream, some press-ons because she liked press-ons, and a card. And I took it to her, and I said, "Hey, come outside." And I ended up going inside, and I gave it to her because I'm like, obviously, I know that she goes from guy to guy, but she was really like into Will, and Will was into her, but she just wasn't willing to change, and he wasn't going to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
But
mind you, I was going through a fucking divorce, but
that was the time during your divorce, Alec?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Simi got broken up with, and you were going through a divorce.
Yeah.
Oh,
but it was the end of the world for her.
But Margie, she's in here saying like, why are we bringing her down? Why are we talking about her? Margie, honey, have you not listened to a word we've said?
I mean, it's not like we're trying. I'm just trying to get info about what's going on with Simi.
If she was a genuinely nice person, then I would keep my mouth shut. But for instance, we have Patty here who has donated.
Point, I'm gonna think you're illiterate.
It's also the whole point of this live. So if you don't like it, you can leave.
Yeah.
If there was valid points to bring her up, I think that we would be talking highly of her. But the fact that we have all experienced negative points in her life,
and then people keep telling me like,
from me.
Oh, Margie people keep telling me like, why following her since Sacramento, baby? I've been following her since before Sacramento, and I can tell you, she is not a nice person. Patty has donated a kidney, and she's going to sit there and talk shit about Patty because she donated a kidney. How low do you have to go?
People keep telling me like, why do you keep following this? I said, because I want to follow it all the way through until she's gone.
Exactly.
And then I won't have to talk about her ever again.
She disrupted Alex's living.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Alex wanted to get into a fight with her? No.
I have a theory. Margie is low-key Simi.
From jail?
I'm just kidding.
She better hop in his boxes. I had a lot to say.
Okay.
She doesn't have enough money to get a phone in prison. Or jail.
Wait,
well,
so
I mean, she did gain more followers because of this whole thing. And I'm
proud of her.
I don't know why people are following her account now.
I don't understand. I mean, come on now. Are you a victim too or not? Like,
wait, but also, like, can we just clarify one thing? Did we find out if the board game was Simi or not?
So the only person that was in my room was Simi.
So it was Simi. And also, if you get super defensive, it's because you did it.
Exactly. And that's literally what I said. And I said, if you did, just bring it back. It's not that hard. And you know what? I did use that pool money. And I used that pool money to buy my game back.
Wait, and what game was it? Someone asked. Now I'm curious too.
So I am obsessed with Disney. Like, I have all Disney tattoos. Like, I am obsessed. We go to Disney often. You know, she was mad because I didn't invite her to a Disney trip. And I had a Disney season pass. Like, yes, I do what I want to do. It was the Disney trivia game that I wanted. And my brother gave it to me as a gift when I donated my kidney.
Oh.
So it was like the Disney trivia game. And it was like $50. And I'm like...
Also, like, just what it meant to you is more than enough reason to be annoyed about that, you know?
Mind you, it was still in a brown bag in my closet in my room. It wasn't even opened.
Wait, so someone's asking, and I'm curious too, Alec, did she ever say anything to you about the game personally? Like, behind the scenes?
No. I told you, I didn't see anything. Like, I was sober, and she wasn't. But I'm telling... Patty's like, she was in my room. I'm like, well, I'm just telling you, I physically did not see it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it didn't happen. I was just defensive because I would never do that.
Yeah.
Because you said it's one of you two, and I said the fact that you would even bring me up would be.
Yeah. Okay. I was
Yeah,
just
that's definitely how you get away with stuff. But to me, in that time, I was just like, well, I've already gone down to who's been in my house, and the people that were here already, like my dad. Come on now, my dad spoils me. My partner, because I'm gay, her best friends have been here numerous of times, and they've not ever stolen from us, nor ever would, because they've been there since day one. So the only other two would be you two, and I'm like, I don't know, but the fact that it just was like, why? Like, why?
And I
But
think it sounds like maybe that's why you were more upset, because it sounds like you two were actually friends.
You blew up someone's life that was a third party because you were mad at Simi. Like,
Yeah. And I understand that, and I do apologize for that. And I will be forever apologetic about it, because I shouldn't have done that. But I was upset, and that was something super sentimental to me. And I felt like I was again used, and not used, but like just taken advantage of. And I feel like I am a very open-hearted person, and it's something I didn't deserve.
So can we say, like, between y'all, you're not best friends, but you can forgive each other and move on from this? I mean, I'm sure you have, but like, maybe a little bit.
I can work on it.
That's fair.
I don't hold grudges. If I were to die tomorrow, I don't want to regret something.
Oh, period. I love that. Okay,
Yeah.
well, adults. We're adults here, like you said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, people are asking, because it has been an hour, which I can do this for 6 hours, but let's talk about this case if y'all are down for it, since it's the most recent thing, the hot topic.
Well, so I have friends at KC24, and they kind of they brought it up maybe a month ago about like her Reddit. This was before even getting arrested. And I just said she'll eventually get arrested. Like, you just got to keep watching. And so when I went to the court, I went with the reporter, and he was like, I'm gonna keep the camera on her, and she was arguing with her lawyer like the whole time. And then she kept looking at me, and when she first saw me, she like looked under the podium, and she said, "Why the fuck are you here?" And I just smirked, and then she turned again. She's just fucking wait.
She said that?
Yeah, it's on camera. And I said,
oh. It's on her page, and that's why I commented back.
Well,
and
I had to take it off.
Oh, I said, when is the next court date so that I can show up too?
You have to take it off, Alec.
Curiosity. I had to take it off because the news was allowed to be there for media, but they agreed not to show her face. So anything he had with her face, like, I have the whole video. I have the whole court.
Oh.
Just because she's like a TikToker, or why?
No, because it was for her safety. Because if they played it at the jail, she'd be in, it would be a threat.
Like retaliation type stuff?
Yeah. But then, so I have the whole audio, and then I have the whole video. But
could you send that to me personally?
Yeah, I can.
Just to see it.
But the prosecutor said, like, just said what had happened, and because she tried to ask for no bail, and they were like, no, like, this is the second time you tried to hit someone with a car. Obviously, you're not okay. And she's like, well, I'm not getting my medication in jail. And they're like, okay, well, we'll make sure you get your correct medication. And she's just arguing the whole time. And then, I'm trying to, the prosecutor just went through her case, and like, he said everything that she said, and like with the hard ER in court, and you can hear the gasp. Everyone's like, oh.
The whole handwritten, like, everything is all on public records.
Yeah.
All of it.
There's even a video of the cop telling, like, Simi everything she said during the transport to jail, right? Or something like that?
Yeah. Well, I guess they requested the body cam for the court date because they kept the hate charge. Which
they should.
So she could get 2 strikes from this.
Because what were all the charges? I know it was like evading police, and was there violence against police as well? Or what was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So a lot of her charges were actually recently updated, and I'm sure they may change again soon. But right now, the only 2 charges they're going against her with are assault with a deadly weapon other than a firearm. One from her case in 2021 and one from, of course, a month ago.
Well, yeah,
Sorry,
they just keep the biggest charges they think they can get is what they keep. So
But
I'm,
once they get that body cam,
it's
they'll be
gonna
able
be a
to
hate.
yeah.
It's
But
gonna be a
because they
hate.
can't charge her now with it because they don't have the evidence, um,
Well, I guess when she got arrested, it was by a black officer, and she word for word said, "I want to hang you like your ancestors."
I saw that, or I heard that. I was like, what's...
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And wait, was there a verdict, or... I don't know.
No, it was just an arraignment, so that you have to go in front of a judge within 72 hours in California, and so it's just to tell you your charges.
And they revoked her bond.
Good.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
wasn't it already crazy? It was like 700K or something.
yeah.
630, I think.
30. But who's counting, right, Alec?
I am.
Yeah.
I know, me too. I was adding up all them little charges.
Jesus, that is so many memes. Okay, this is crazy. I thought this would be like a short, like not short and sweet, but like I already knew everything, and I guess I didn't know anything.
No,
No, I just love when people are like, "Why do you keep bringing it up?" Because I want to see her go away. That's why.
I want her to get the proper support and resources that she.
Well, that's what I
needs for
said.
her
She
mental
needs
health.
help, but like you can't cure racists. So.
Yeah, you're also a piece of shit. Respectfully,
Yeah.
Not respectfully, actually.
Well, my
But, like,
sponsor was like, "What's your motive for going to this court case?" I said, "To be petty as fuck, so she can see my face." She's like, "Okay, that's fair."
I know. Patty's trying to go too. Patty's like, "When's the next one?"
I know.
February 21st.
It's the 21st.
She's lucky that it was Valentine's Day and I was out of town because I would have been at that first one too. But I'm gonna be there at the second one, and I want her to see me there because at this point I've stopped like engaging in the stuff. I got off Discord, but I've still been watching because you know what? I hope karma hits her where it hurts.
Yeah,
I got off Discord too.
The fallout too with Chandler was wow. Chandler was a person that she met in an AA meeting in the beginning of her when she first got released.
Okay.
And they became like friends, and so she was friends with Chandler, Patty, Alec, all at the same time. But little by little, she would lose people around her. So she lost Patty first, then she lost Alec. So then she like threw herself and latched on like a leech to Chandler, and Chandler was too nice of a person and kept like ignoring all of the little things. And like Chandler also started slowly like opening herself back up to the drugs that Simi was using. And that was
Chandler's newly sober when she met Simi.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And Simi was not good for her sobriety.
No, but neither was Alex. So
that's for a different day.
Wait, who's Alex?
Alex Chandler's man.
Oh, okay.
That's
and
a
Chandler
loose word.
Obviously can't join right now because they're getting support, which is great.
Yes.
But everyone's asking about the whole Chan fallout. So, like, or who fought her? Who fought Simi?
Nobody fought. Oh yeah, I forgot about
They're
that.
They're talking about Ladybug.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ladybug entered the chat. What?
So Ladybug is what she named her roommate after she was roommates with Alec. She was moved into a different home, and she got a roommate. Her name is actually Markia, but Simi referred to her as Ladybug. And Simi's MO is like she likes to sit on live and talk about everybody else but herself and their personal problems and like whatever they're going through. So Simi was live talking about Markia, how she got denied housing and all of this crap. And somebody, one of the bops, messaged her, Markia, and said, "Hey, Simi's on live talking about your personal business." I think that was the wrong person to tell because Markia was obviously not mentally stable.
Wait, I was forced to take out Al from the chat. I feel really bad.
Why?
TikTok was like, we're gonna take down your live unless you take out Alec.
Yeah,
she can come back in though.
Yeah, she can come back in, but she probably said something and they flagged it. Someone's in here probably reporting her.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Alec. I wasn't doing it like maliciously. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
So then Marquia went into her room and just like said, like, why are you talking about my personal business? And of course, Simi gets all defensive. I'm not talking about you, even though she's currently live. And whenever she was live, there was always somebody screen recording.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember who threw the first punch, but she got her butt beat. Not hard enough, in my personal opinion, but.
Sorry, Alec. I keep having to take you away. Okay. Sorry, I was kind of distracted there because that was a lot going on. Can you repeat what you just said?
No, so Simi was talking about her roommate's personal business on live.
Yeah.
And then somebody told the roommate who was in the other room at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So then she went into the room and said, like, you know, why are you talking about my stuff? Like, that's not for you to tell. Like, it's my personal business. And she started beating up Simi.
Yikes. And that was all on live?
All on live, and I recorded it all and spread that video like a wildfire.
Wait, so it's still up?
Oh, of course. Yeah, I can. Yeah, it's on Reddit.
Send it to me too?
There's like 8 parts of it. Mm-hmm.
Jesus, I lost so much of this. Well, this really feels like a surviving Simi right now. Like, I know it's like kind of funny, but it's not because y'all have been through a lot with her.
Literally.
I've never personally encountered her, but she
you
has talked about me. She's talked about so many people. Like, that's just her thing. Like, she would.
If you aren't on her side or if you don't see what she sees, then you're either drug, buried, burned, talked about, blocked, still talked about even after you're blocked. Yeah. And then everyone else hates you for it, so then they start unfollowing you or calling you sus or calling you names too.
Because they're like on the Simi train?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that girl, Margie, that was in here. She has like a lot of people who were just so far up her behind. Like, I don't understand why.
Mm-hmm.
Like her mods, Rox and Carrie, they're like even talking about putting money on her books and like.
What the?
Exactly. I'm not for.
Mind you, she changes her mods like women change men, or her. Yeah. She changes her men.
She does change her men very fast.
The tea is crazy.
Yeah, so she like that's when I started unfollowing her and like hating on her. I guess is when she first got out of jail after her and Will broke up. Mind you, I didn't spill the real tea. Will and her broke up because she's very clingy. And she was very clingy, desperate. And Will was like in the program trying to better himself. And the pastor at the church that he was going to pretty much said like, she's not welcome here. And told him like, you need to break up with her. You need to like get rid of her. So he just cut it off.
Oh, he did it for sobriety? Well, good for him.
Yeah, he's also working on his own stuff too. Yeah, no lobster. She calls men's body parts lobster or shrimp. And of course, after she breaks up with them, regardless of what she said prior, it's automatically a shrimp.
Oh my God. So it goes from lobster to shrimp?
Of course.
Oh yeah, she had a whole whiteboard.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Like, I started hating on her because she would have like her roster of men, like, oh, I slept with this guy today, and then like 2 hours later I was with this guy. Mm-hmm. And mind you, she's live, and she would also do this thing called Simi After Dark. And she explicitly explained how to go down on a man. Mind you, we don't know if there's kids watching. And obviously that's not her on her if there are kids. But like, why would you talk about that on live? Why?
Get on OF at that point of view.
I was just so disgusted by her with that.
She didn't shower? Sorry. That really caught me off guard.
Or she talked about her jail showers. Her 1 minute jail shower. That's all she would do.
Yeah.
Like, what even can you do in 1 minute? Oh my God. Ugh, I'm overwhelmed.
Oh yeah. There's just so much.
There's more characters apparently that we still have to unlock.
There's a lot of characters, a lot. And Simi is 20 of them on her own.
Oh! Ah! Gagged. Wait,
You could see it on her page. You could see all 20 different personalities, all of them, which you clearly can see how manic she is because anytime she gets a tattoo, you can tell that that's her downfall. Anytime that she dyes your hair, that's a manic downfall. Like you can see the pattern.
Yep, 100%.
Now, I
Wait,
don't
what do you mean
understand
with
how
that?
people just didn't want to get help for her instead of they just helped her be more manic.
Well, it doesn't sound like she wanted help, so that's not someone who's gonna do better, you know?
Yeah, no. Nope.
Everyone watching, are you like, is this going well, or do you have questions? Thank you guys for joining. I was like, I'm gonna flop, but this is so entertaining. I'm so entertained.
I don't know how you got in this downfall. I was scrolling and I saw you and I was like, is he talking about Simi right now? Why are you in this black hole? You're
I
only
was stuck with Tapalapantanya, like Ash Talk. That was my shit. But like now, I'm like, what the hell? I'm going to the next court. Hell yeah, I want to go now, but I
Oh,
can't.
I'll be there.
I need you there, Patty. Like, we're gonna have to do another live. Like, this is not it anymore.
I also think she has court for her first charges on the 18th. I have to double check.
That's why I asked because I had seen the 18th too. But the 18th is probably just the minor date, but probably will get postponed because it has 2 different dates.
Yes.
Jesus.
But
I just know she's watching this, which I know she's not, but like she is boiling.
I'm sure in her court hearing, she of course was like saying that, oh, they're not giving me my medication for my mental health. Of course, like now she wants to be all.
But
what?
I'm sorry, I got stuck on the comments. I was like, whoa.
I know. I'm like, whoop, whoop.
No, but I feel like she is going to use that victim card of medication, but I don't think it's going to work because here she's already done that twice and 2 strikes you're out.
100%. I agree. I think she's going to use it. Like she's already, like, that's what I got from it. Like she's already trying, like, I'm not getting my mental health taken care of here. I'm not getting therapy. I'm not getting my meds.
Yeah. But on the court documents that they just had the court, it says that they were going to send her to go get the medication that she needs. So that shouldn't be an excuse now.
I think we have someone new who.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, Patty. Hi, everyone.
Am I adding the right people? This is insane.
Key page for Simi.
You can see those.
No.
You can see those documents. They're on the public records page, and then you just have to scroll to the court date and then find her name.
We have the link on Reddit.
What happened with the tattoo artist, you guys?
Say that again.
What happened with the tattoo artist? So, like, something happened?
Which
Kim,
one?
do you want to tell the story?
Who, me?
Yeah, about Tiny Teeny.
Tiny
Oh,
Teeny?
yeah.
I'm writing that down. Hold on.
Well, the day she got arrested, that's where she was at. She was going to pick up Teeny, the tattoo guy.
He's her tattoo artist who is also
They set her up.
her ex-boyfriend.
That was, I believe he's, the tattoo guy is her ex-boyfriend's brother, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Which ex-boyfriend? Will?
No, Marquise.
No, Marquise.
Marquise. Okay.
Who went by Firework. Remember, she has names for them.
Okay. All right, let's get to the story.
Marquise and her used to do coke together.
We're going to call it Cola.
Cola, my favorite drink. Literally the drink, not the drug.
Okay, so, all right, let's tell the story.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be in
Bye,
the
Patty. Add me, please. I'm going to add you back. I want to talk.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, my love. All right, take it away, no-name T-Page.
So basically, from what she was telling the people on the live, she was there to pick up the teeny guy, the tattoo guy, to take him to her house so that he can tattoo her. And basically, from what I know, they got into some sort of like argument. There was another guy named Steve there who was one of Simi's friends, and he I believe they would feed the homeless. So that's what they would that's what they were friends for. Like they would go and feed homeless here and there. And I guess they got into some like argument. I guess she already had some prior beef with the Steve guy. And then I guess she's just started like telling them slurs, calling them the N word, this and that.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
Sorry. This is just such a crazy story, so there's just so many different parts to it. But just to give you a little bit of background, while she was going manic, she got 3 or 4 tattoos by this person. And he tattoos either at your house or he'll host you at his home, which is a TRAP house. And
A dog house.
What?
I don't know. We're gonna give different nicknames.
What's it called? A doghouse.
Sure. So it was a doghouse,
Okay.
and at this doghouse, she was trying to sleep with the people who live there, and was constantly being rejected by the people who live there, and also saying racial slurs to them, being a very difficult person, just being a horrible person in general. And so she started getting into arguments with them through Instagram and other social media platforms, and she started to accuse them of different things. She accused one of stealing from her, like all of her money. She accused another person of SAing her. Just a lot of just different claims in general. And we don't know all the details, but essentially they told her to come over. There's 2 different stories. One was that her tattoo artist got shot by the cops and she needs to come and help. But supposedly they also told her that someone there wanted to get married to her. And so she was on live getting ready as if she was going to go and meet this person to get married that night. And so she was getting all dolled up going over there. And I guess that's when they told her a second story of the tattoo artist being shot. She gets there and she gets into argument with them. They call the cops on her. Multiple people call the cops on her. The cops come, try to talk to her, and she told the cops something along the lines of the people at the doghouse tried to assault her and tried to shoot at her with pew-pews. And so as the cop was trying to interview all of them, oh yeah, she called the cops as well, but so did the people at the doghouse. They called the cops as well.
Everybody calling the cops. Okay.
Everybody was calling the cops. And long story short, while the cops were trying to pull her over to interview her again, that's when she drove off in the high-speed chase.
And that's when that whole thing started. Hello?
Correct. That's
Okay.
when the whole thing happened. And during the high-speed chase, she attempted to hit pedestrians on the sidewalk. She attempted to run people over on the street to get away from the cops, unfortunately. And I think she led the chase for over 30 minutes before they eventually caught her.
I saw one video too, like of people interacting with her, and she was saying really racist things. Right? Well, I'm sure she always did. Sounds like.
When she was explaining to the police, she was like, he put a dent in my car. So I called the police because I wanted you to I don't know. But anyways, it was about a dent in the car, so that's also why she went crazy. I don't know.
And of course, when she's in her manic state, everybody always is essaying her because
She's
she
claiming something like victim.
yeah
Something.
she claimed the day before she was arrested that she was essayed by one of those people.
Then she also told the police when she was trying to explain to it, she was like, "Oh, and that racist ER," and the police was like, "You don't got to say all that, you know." And she was like, "Oh, but am I right? Am I right though? He's a ER." I'm like, "Ooh."
Oh, she kept saying it? Like, I know. Like, chill.
Yeah, to the popo. She was like, "Yeah, those NERs." I was like, "Ooh."
And she thought that the police officer was like gonna agree with her and everything, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, no, you need to stop."
Yeah, he was like, "You don't need to do all that."
Oh my god. Oh.
I also don't know if you saw Enrique that she was not live. She posted a TikTok while she was running from the police. Did you see that
I just saw one video where she was stopped and the lights were behind her, but I don't know if that was recent or.
But at the end of the video, she like takes off.
And I'm not putting Chan's business out there, but I remember Chan said that she only got with black people to get after her parents because they didn't like black people. So
Yeah, I believe that.
I believe that too. I was like,
Oh my God.
Hey, I have an interesting take on this. I was following her in the beginning before she went to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally at the beginning of her career. She was homeless and she was with an older homeless guy.
yeah, Scott.
Anybody around for that?
Yeah, we touched on that earlier.
Yeah, Scott. And he bought her that iPhone that she still has to this day.
He bought her a bike as well.
And then I think Chandler said that she did something to him and like broke his heart. So I don't know. Chandler never continued that, but she
She
like
was
screwed
using
over Scott. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This was like
Megan, you're cutting off quite a bit. Megan,
Can you hear me better now?
there you go. It was cutting off, so you might want to start from the beginning.
Okay, can you hear?
Oh, you're lagging again.
What I'm talking about?
Oh, we gotta figure out that audio, Megan. I want to know this because it sounds like it's juicy.
While she's coming back, I'll try and fill in the gaps. So she was in a relationship with Scott while she was homeless. Scott is a much older person and he has mental health issues, I think specifically schizophrenia. And he is somebody who, and I say this only because this is how she described it, so take it with a grain of salt, but he is somebody who chooses to be homeless, quote unquote. And
Yes.
it's one thing about him is I think he was either a veteran or something like that, but he gets a pretty decent Social Security check. And so unfortunately, he gets taken advantage quite often. And while they were homeless together and they were in a relationship, he took care of her in a lot of different ways, buying her an iPhone, purchasing a new bike for her, and just being there from a safety standpoint. By no means was he perfect, of course, but overall, he seemed like a pretty decent person. When she came back from being in prison and she was telling about the stories and answering questions about Scott, one of the claims that she made, she said that one of the reasons why she turned herself in wasn't because she couldn't handle being homeless anymore, but it was because Scott turned violent on her, supposedly. But because she makes so many different claims, it's kind of hard to trust her sometimes.
You don't know what to believe.
Yeah, and so she claimed that Scott turned violent on her, and one of the ways that she could escape from him was to turn herself in and go to jail. And so they obviously broke up when she went to prison. After she got out of prison, she did visit him and, in my opinion, exploited him on her channel by showing him and then not giving him any money or anything for that.
Yes, absolutely. He was a veteran, so he gets a veteran's pension every month. So if you're disabled when you're in the military, you get a veteran. Sorry, I had to turn my Wi-Fi on. We be ghetto over here trying to work on, phone service. But but she used him for that. And this was before she was going like live all crazy. I feel like she gets her quote unquote power from the live and her delusions because she literally uses everybody. And I had to like check earlier, like, wait, are you the girl that had the party? Because I remember on Reddit there was photos of her with drinks and she was saying she wasn't drinking, but of course we know she was using and drinking this whole time and lying about it. And she literally loses friends, and I cannot remember the diagnosis she has, whether it's bipolar, BPD, but they all have the same sort of rotating cycle. They can't keep friends, they lose friends easily. She's a one-upper too. Her life's got to be way worse than everybody else's, and but she's gone through this, and her family is actually very scared from her, from her behavior and actions that she does. And this is very typical with people who have BPD. They kind of have they're looking for love in all the wrong places. They're, they act like they're using guys when in reality it's the guys using them. She's not understanding this. I don't know if she's on the correct medication, but I've definitely seen these cycles happen over the last few years. I'd actually thought, wow, she's doing good. She got out of jail. She's getting her, together. And it's not, she's just bouncing from place to place. It's a victim mentality. She's always blaming others and always, making it seem like everybody else is these horrible people. And I actually feel so bad for these people that she comes in contact, because she literally destroys everybody's life. And I know I know like Chan's got mental issues and stuff, and I totally understand that. I'm glad she's getting help. She sounds like she's where she needs to be right now. But also, when you have two people with some very serious mental issues clashing against each other,
sorry, Chan uses they pronouns, just to correct you.
I'm sorry. It's not a
Actually, Chandler uses all pronouns. It's on her profile.
Okay, sorry, I was just reading a comment.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's yeah. Chandler uses all. She's they, him. She doesn't. They don't.
Yeah, I had read that before on her profile, but it's not anything very. I don't mean to be disrespectful at all. But I do know that Simi is in a cycle, and she's in that cycle where she's just uses and abuses every single person that I have seen online that has come into their life. I've just been following Simi since like the beginning, before she's gone crazy. I used to think she was awesome, great for mental health, and I've seen live absolutely like destroy her. She needs live to validate herself and to validate her whenever she's in these manic cycles and ruining people's lives. She goes on live to, talk bad about everybody, and it's always everybody else's fault. Simi has a very bad problem with not being able to take accountability for the things that she does or see an error in her ways at all.
And also, I'm black, so she uses like, I remember when she had her black roommate, she was like, "Oh yeah, she's black." When she had a boyfriend, she's like, "Oh yeah, he's black." Like as if we're like the Pokemon card you can attain. Like, "Oh, I'm cool because I hang out with black people." That's how I knew that she was racist, because as someone of color, you have to like be aware of people like that. Some people come up to me and they're like, "Oh, I always wanted a black friend," and she's like that. I'm like, that's really creepy. I'm not a Pokemon. Like, you do not do that. No. But I believe
she thinks because she is a person of color that she is allowed to treat people the way that she does. She tries to justify that and saying, well, like, well, I'm not white. Like, I'm a person of color too, so it's okay. It's not okay the way that she speaks to or about people. It's absolutely disgusting, and I can't stand it. I cannot believe the things that she's said on live and gotten away with it. It is just absolutely ridiculous. I can.
And then she switched to Instagram Live, and then she was talking about, she's like, "I can say this," and she says the hard ER. She's like, "I can say that. I can say this. Oh, TikTok doesn't let me say that." I'm like, "Oh, okay then." But I believe she went crazy after Chandler left. And that's when, like, that's the camel that broke the straw's back. She started losing it. But she, at the same time, she's like, "Screw Chandler. Chandler this, Chandler that." But I'm like, you miss Chandler. You just admit it. Come on now.
Absolutely. She has to use everybody. And the way that she downplayed Chandler, I feel like, listen, the way that you speak about people who are your quote unquote friends, she's never been a friend to any of these people. She uses every single person for every single thing that they can do for her. And then when they are of no use to her anymore, she speaks bad about them. And the thing is if you're a true friend to somebody, you do not go telling their business just because you are not friends anymore.
Yeah, just because you're arguing or whatever, you don't do that.
Absolutely not.
And then she started down talking on Chandler's kids. Like that was uncalled for. Like
Yeah.
what the kids have to do with anything, you know? Like,
Yeah. And
come
I
on
guess
now.
her daughter, Chandler's daughter, had called her out on her behavior. I guess the movie night, the night they went to see Moana, or around that time, she had gone out with them, and the daughter like called her out on her behavior, and she was mad about it, saying that, you know, the daughter was like talking down to her. But like, here's the thing: a literal child is telling you about yourself and you think it's funny. It's not funny, because that's what everybody else is thinking.
Yeah.
I do want to interject really quick. I keep seeing somebody asking about her parents.
Oh.
We are.
You got muted.
Wait, I didn't mute you though. Do I unmute?
Probably cut
Can
off.
you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
No, I said I keep hearing seeing somebody talking about messaging her parents, and we're not going to do that. We're leaving her parents alone.
They've
They
gone
are
through enough, y'all.
obviously,
Don't do that. Yeah.
yeah, they're well aware of the situation, and they are
They've
ignoring
been
her
through
phone
enough.
calls.
Trust me.
They
Yeah.
don't want nothing to do with the situation right now.
And they're in this cycle too. She does that with her mom and talks very poorly about her, and then, you know, just like the video of mom FaceTime, you know, I wanted you to answer because they're saying this and this and this, and it, you could tell in that video. I don't know if you've heard it with her FaceTiming her mom. Her mom is so over this. Her mom was literally at work and she's calling her about live BS. Like, I really feel like, I don't know if you guys have heard about like the Graceland Ranch stuff and the Nick stuff being like addicted to social media. I really feel like Simi is addicted to social media. She needs that validation. She needs that money. Um, from somebody who was homeless before, I would never talk about people the way that she does when those very people that are gifting her and financing her, you know, she's talking down on them, oh, broke and blah, blah, blah. And she's got this and she's got that. Well, if it wasn't for her followers, and I'd never gifted her, I don't gift a lot of people. I'm a poor single mom. But she talks so poorly about all these people that are financing her. Yeah. All of the clothes, all of the jewelry, the cars, the, you know, all these people have come through and they've helped her. I mean, even I want to say it was Alex. She treated her so poorly, and when she did not go, I think, pay for the insurance or go like run her errands, which was finding insurance for her new vehicle, she just treated her like absolute crap. And it's just like, there is no reason to treat people the way that she does. And I don't understand where she feels like she is like so important on this here internet, you know, that she can talk down to people and the way that she does. I'm surprised that the way that she speaks about people and to people on live, that she still has accounts and that people still follow her. I honestly think people still follow her just because it's a train wreck.
Well, not only that though. I mean, there's one Simi. There's 1,000, a million more Simis. It's like like online is all a matter of finding someone like you and then kind of obsessing over that. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
I feel like the people that are gonna follow Simi see themselves in Simi. It's like
I think Chandler said that it all started because I guess she tried to steal their car. So Chandler was like, I'm not gonna deal with that. So I think Chandler just dipped. But that's what
Yeah.
Chandler said. So I would have dipped too. But I thought Chandler would be like, you know, through thick and thin, because Chandler stayed throughout all these people that she just screwed over. And then she did it to Chandler. I said, oh my goodness, well.
Honestly, I think for Chandler's safety in that friendship, she had to stick around for a lot of the time.
Also,
because especially the stuff that they know that they're doing off live, she didn't want that getting out. And it was like, if she, did anything, she had to kind of crawl back. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, me and Chandler were mutuals. Chandler said
Okay.
that one day she told somebody from the doghouse to pull up to Chandler's place, and Chandler said that they were like knocking on the window, like trying to like start stuff. So Chandler was like, "Oh, I gotta go because this is like really dangerous for me and my family." I believe
Yeah,
it.
Actually, that person
absolutely.
was not from the doghouse. That was James Williams that showed up at
Oh,
her house.
really? Yeah, yeah. So she's sending people after Chan. I'm like, wow.
Because James Williams' wife, it was very convenient. James Williams' wife was in the Discord, and Chandler was in the Discord as well, spilling all of her tea. And literally that night, James showed up.
Oh, so James will. Oh yeah, I know. Zaddy's Jake, the married guy. Williams, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's been so many guys, it's very hard to keep track of.
No,
I'm
Chandler did
I'm
not
writing notes
leave her
over here.
diary.
Like I am so lost and not any. Well, not anymore. But I'm just like, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It has been quite a show, quite literally. Um, and I think that Simi thinks she has all these people that love her so much, and she does have some people that are very trauma bonded to her.
Yeah.
Delusional.
But absolutely. But it's the people that are literally watching this train wreck and understand that that's what it is that are watching most of the time. And then she has a few people that are in her corner. Personally, I saw this coming.
I don't mean to interrupt you guys, but
Yeah, I'm gonna
Mandy,
add to this too.
I see that you're here.
Is
If you
Mandy a top player
Yeah,
too?
Mandy supported Simi a lot. So.
Yes, she supported Simi for a long time. She was a mod, and I do know that she was kicked
Mandy-
from her group.
Let's get on here, Mandy.
So, Mandy, I don't know if you feel
Someone
comfortable
earlier asked
talking.
about Travis.
Travis.
Someone earlier was talking about was asking about Travis and what happened with him.
Yeah, what happened with Travis and
From what I know, he got upset. He got upset with Simi for cutting. Simi cut him off, and
Yeah,
he was upset. And then now all of a sudden he was saying that she was two-faced and that he regrets being her bestie.
and
And
Malia
we're
was
saying that he was in love with her.
another. Oh, look at all these people coming out of the woodwork. Love it.
Wait, Mandy,
We
get
just
on here.
need.
Sorry,
We
keep
need
going.
Mandy, Malia. Travis was asking Simi if she was okay because she was sick, and Simi blocked him because literally he just asked if she was sick.
yeah,
I'm sorry
the
to
trigger
interrupt.
question.
Chandler did admit that Travis was in love with.
We need like a talking stick. What?
We need like the hand raising thing.
Sorry.
I'm entertained. I don't know about people watching, but I feel like I'm just on.
I can't be on here
That's
for long, but yeah, she's used the I don't know who watched the live, but she said she used the hard ER word and told them to run because she was going to have people after them to kill them, and that she didn't have to worry about the Mexicans because Trump got them.
I saw that video. Yeah. Yikes. As
See,
a POC,
and
that's just weird.
that makes me so irritated. I don't care about anybody's political opinions, but when people are saying things like that, it just makes other people who have the same political opinion look so ignorant and so dumb. Because I'll say, and I don't want to get on a debate, I'm a conservative, okay, but I don't support people who run their mouth like that. Okay. I think that I'm also a third generation American. My grandma's the only one in our family that was actually born in the US. Everybody else was born in Italy. I agree, like, come the right way, like, I get it, but I also see the points of people. I do live in a border town myself, and I see where it affects everybody, you know. It doesn't make people a bad person because that is their belief or whatever.
You
But
just like your racism silent. It's cool.
no, not at all. Not at all.
Billy was one of the besties too.
We should just stray away from this political
Yeah,
stuff.
what I mean is I don't like when people are saying rude, ignorant things like that because it makes other people look bad. And I'm certainly not racist, but you know, those people, and it on both sides, people who speak like that on both sides are wrong because you should never speak like that, you know.
She was wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. She was wrong. And I think everybody comes to the consensus that they see that that is wrong. Her behavior is wrong. And I'm glad she finally got picked up by the police because I feel like that's where she needs to be with her behavior. And she had too many chances. All these things that keep happening to her, quote unquote, all these chances that she's hurt all these other people, they it's like she barely gets by without getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm glad
And
she's in jail. Like, we gotta shut her up.
I have one thing to
And
say.
she shouldn't have a platform. Take it away. Because
I
I think,
remember a few days before she like exposed herself, like the whole shebang, like on live. I was like, "Ooh,
Oh
girl,
yeah,
nah,
we saw her
honey,
pepperonis, her nunu,
not
and
the
her boo
pepperonis and
boo.
Nunu. Girl, we're
yeah."
not
She
doing that right
exposed
now.
the whole shebang. I'm like, "Girl, please."
Yeah,
He
we
was
saw
on live
everything.
and he showed her
Wait, was that when
bottom.
she was drunk? Someone sent me that too.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
yeah.
was drunk.
And then she was
But
listening to
he wasn't on drugs.
the song where they're like, damn, I can't even say it. You know that song where they keep saying the N word, and she was like
Yeah.
lip syncing it. She was like, "Oop," she was like, "I'm racist, cancel me." I'm like, "Girl, please."
What?
Yeah. I So she
And
was
then
drunk,
she
she
would.
wasn't on anything.
Like it's a flex. I'm like, "Girl, please."
Jesus. Yeah, no, I actually just saw someone sent me like it was like 10 videos of like that live. And she was just dancing really weird and really terribly, but I mean, I don't dance well either. But I remember she had like a really revealing like blue, was
Hmm.
it even a shirt?
It was a it was a shirt. She turned it
Yeah,
into whatever the hell that was.
wearing it all
Was that a
wrong. I'm
Boosty
like, "Girl,
Kaka?
please, come on
She
now."
cut it up and stuff.
Jeez. Okay. Oh my god.
Dang, I was gonna say something, but I forgot.
Sorry.
I don't know. I'll remember it. It's all right.
I love y'all. Sorry. That
One of the lives
conversation
she
got a
was
little
doing her
uncomfortable
makeup
towards
saying
the
she
end.
was getting married. Did anybody catch who she was supposed to be getting married to?
Yeah,
Yeah,
her
we
last
talked about that.
her last Instagram post was that she was getting married the day she got arrested.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, come on now, girl.
Married to her new life in jail. Hello.
Uh
Like,
huh.
But
Maybe
then
she
and
gonna
then
meet the love of her life in jail.
there's this edit. I saw this video. I think it was by a no name T Page or something, where she was talking about you guys are gonna go to jail. And then it switched, showed
Oh
her
yeah,
like
I
going to jail.
uploaded
I was
that.
like, oh heck no, that was it had me dead. I'm like, bruh, got him.
We also need to. I don't think Enrique knows this, and we need to let him in on this little tidbit of information. Chandler and Simi went to San Francisco and they slammed clams together with another person.
slamming clams is the craziest thing I've ever heard, and I'm gonna start using that.
Oh, I know. It's my favorite thing to say after I heard somebody else say it.
Slamming clams is diabolical.
I
Okay.
know.
And
Okay.
then she
Wait.
had the nerve to talk smack about Chan and all that stuff. I'm like, come on now, you know you liked it. Stop it.
Whew. Okay, I'm just letting people in and things are just happening and okay, sorry, I'm just overwhelmed.
I've just been a viewer, and I don't know. When back in the day, I used to follow her, and she made me like cry because she was homeless, and I was like, "Oh, poor girl." And then she like left for a minute, and I kept like searched like trying to see how she's doing, and then she came back, and I was like, "Who is this person?" Like she
She
showed
found a
her true
home.
colors. I was like, "Geez."
Well, no longer homeless. She'll be fine.
Yeah,
Um,
she got a home now.
yeah,
If you don't mind me interjecting,
please.
Alexandra's trying to join the
Oh,
chat as well, and she is the person who actually created the Discord. So
wait,
I
she's
think it
doing
might be
that.
interesting to include her. And while you're helping with that, something that I really wanted to say and echo what Opal was writing in the comments is that a bunch of people are coming out of the woodworks now, suddenly saying, I was a bestie, but I stopped supporting her because of XYZ. And a lot of the times, I just kind of judge these people harder, if I had to be honest with you, especially her recent supporters. This Reddit has been active since like 2022. She's been racist since well before 2021. There's been proof of her being racist and just saying really outlandish, ridiculous things since 2021. We have been trying to show proof and show videos, screenshots, pictures of her doing drugs or drinking alcohol, breaking her sobriety, just doing things that are not okay in general. And her mods and her followers have been ignoring us. That is ridiculous, especially the mods who are still supporting her right now. And I'm going to name names. Sorry, but Rox,
Do it.
Carrie,
Yeah.
Sarah, I'm sorry, but why are you still supporting her? I do not understand it. And what's even more shocking is Simran went on her bestie's chat with her and her little 10, 20 friends, right? And she was in this chat sending photos of herself smoking, sending photos of herself doing bad things she should not be doing, admitting she has been breaking her sobriety, admitting that she does not take anything seriously, straight up calling them CUNTS straight to their faces, essentially, or virtual faces, whatever it may be. And yet they still stood by her and still stand by her. Rox still stands by her. And Rox is like, we can make excuses for Simran because of her drug use or her mental health or whatever it may be, but Rox is in her like 60s or something like that. Like, there's no reason for her to be spending so much time supporting someone who's so ridiculous.
What about Amy? Do we know
Well,
Amy?
and Jasmine too. Jasmine, some girl named Jasmine supported her a lot.
Jasmine. Not me
Amy
writing
and
down
her
these
had a
names.
fallout.
Yeah, Amy would get really defensive if you asked her something in the comments, and she'd immediately like block you or mute you. I'm like, you can relax. You're defending a horrible person,
Yeah.
wasting your time.
Travis and Amy no longer support Simi, and they're very vocal about it.
Okay, so the thing about Travis that really bothers me is Travis, when you ask him, why did you stop being friends with her? He'll say, because, for a lack of better word, paraphrasing, that she snapped on him and they're no longer friends. He never brings up any of her racist tantrums or any of these other things. But the reason why he stopped being friends with her was because she decided to snap on him one day. That's pretty ridiculous. So essentially, he's excusing all the things that she was doing otherwise.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That was the only reason why he turned against her, was saying that he was no longer a bestie and that she was two-faced or whatever. Only because she cut him off, not because of anything she's done, but just because she cut him off.
Oh.
I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it, and
Do
you
it. Now
guys
you
can.
have to at this point.
You're gonna bring up the
Um,
maid outfit?
Ooh,
Oh
no,
wow.
but Travis is not the brightest crayon in the crayon box, so we really can't
real.
expect him to like understand like you should not follow this person because of XYZ.
Okay.
He just doesn't get it.
Like, is there an actual like mental health or something? Or are you just
As
saying a
somebody
little
who's
like
listen, as somebody who's worked at an
Yes.
elementary school for a very long time, I could tell you there's something wrong, but I'm not a
Your
doctor.
little screw is loose.
And he would always be like,
More than one.
you need to wear a maid dress. Lobster this, lobster that. Like,
Yeah, he would send it
Low-key
to
hitting on
himself.
her. I'm like, ooh.
What?
Yeah,
Wait,
it was-
Travis wore a maid dress?
No,
No,
he wanted to send her a maid dress to wear on live for
I
his
think he did send it to
amusement.
her. He bought
Yeah.
it off Timu and sent it to her for her birthday.
Wait, I
Seems
think she
crazy.
admitted that she
And
had made
she sent
two.
him pictures of herself in it,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. What else? I'm just take it away. I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah, no, I don't know how I'm a dip, but like my whole thing was I just didn't like how she treated like black people, you know, as a black
Yeah.
woman. That just really made me so mad, you know. I'm like, oh, I don't know. That just broke my heart. So, oh well, you know, she got what's coming to her. Because racism is just something that makes me so mad. Like, it's
Yeah.
unjustifiable, you know. And she was
Agreed.
always, I know she was racist towards everybody, but like mainly like black people. And once she got her first like black boyfriend, I forgot his name. She like just went crazy and she's like, oh, black people this, ooh, black people that,
Patrick
black people
was his
this,
name.
yep. So yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out how to leave, but that's all from me now. You guys have a good day.
Thank you for joining. I appreciate your input.
Ways, I don't know how to leave, but
I don't know how to help because
I
I'm
don't know.
trying about this.
I'll just close off the app.
Yeah, because I don't want to like disconnect. Oh, I can disconnect you. Hold on.
All
Did I
right,
do it?
that's good.
I did it. Wow, you guys. Well, this was what, 2 hours of Simi? I think I might have to go, but would you be down to maybe have another live if we connect and stuff?
Yes, I think we should definitely do it again. And I also think that um, the 21st, I think Alec and Patty are going to go to her court hearing. So,
Maybe on the 21st we can get back together, or 22nd.
yes.
Would you guys be down?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna write this down. I have notes. This was like school all over again. 22nd live. All right.
Yes,
You
Alex.
guys follow me. I'll follow back. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. I really appreciate all of you. I am again overwhelmed, but this was really entertaining, and I'm sorry if you've been a victim of Simi. But I'm interested to see what happens next. Wait, who? Someone just posted the chat. Okay. All right. Well, bye, everyone. Thank you. Hearts.
Bye.
Feliz Navidad.